What is up, everybody? My name is Sergeant Cole with the Indiana Army National Guard. I am a 68 Whiskey Combat Medic and recruiter for the National Guard. Today's video, we're going to be talking about the Indiana National Guard Supplement Grant, one of our education benefits that we actually have here in the Indiana Army National Guard. But before we get to that, we're going to talk a little bit about a stream that we're going to have coming up. We're going to be streaming live on Tuesday, May 5th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. You can actually go to Facebook or YouTube at those handles and actually put in a question and we'll be able to answer. We're doing a live question and answer with myself, Staff Sergeant Patrick Dobson, Staff Sergeant Randy Jackson, and Sergeant Nicholas Bob. So you can go to these sites and actually put in a question and we will be able to answer it. Alright, now jumping into our topic today. The Indiana National Supplement Grant is just one of the education benefits that we actually have. So as you can see here, I went to www.in.ng.mil. That's in.ng.mil, which is our National Guard, Indiana National Guard page. On here, we have lots of different information you guys can check out. We got news that the Indiana National Guard has. We have our community page. We can go in there and check out things that the community has that we're doing in the community, like the COVID-19 study sites at most of our National Guard, 22, I think, 19. There's 19 sites that we are testing for the COVID-19 at the National Guard armories, including the one here in South Bend as well as in Elkhart. We have family resources, so you can go on here and you can get resources for your families, things like that when you're in the Guard. Troop resources, we have things that we need as troops and soldiers, so we can get information for that. Health and wellness, and then careers. You can learn how to join the Guard. You can learn more about the referral enlistment program, which means like if you refer someone to the National Guard, you can get $500 for referring someone that enlists into the National Guard. You can also learn about jobs. But what I wanted to hit, like I said, we were talking about the National Guard Supplement Grant, or NGSG, which is one of our education services benefits. So we're going to click on that. We're going to go right down here to grants and scholarships. In here, the National Guard Supplement Grant offers 100% tuition assistance to many local schools. We have a frequently asked questions and then eligibility requirements and then pretty much instructions of how to apply. I already have that open, so we're going to jump into that right now. So we always talk about the 100% tuition assistance, but what does that actually go to? Well, this is going to explain what that goes to. It can go to Ball State University. It can go to Indiana University, Indiana State University, Indiana University, all campuses, Purdue University, all campuses, IUPUI, IUPUC, IPFW, Ivy Tech, all campuses, University of Southern Indiana, Vincent's University, and WGU University as well. And what is the Indiana National Guard Supplement Grant, or the NGSG? It is what pays up to 100% of tuition and fees to many of our state schools, all the ones listed right here. It grants 30 credit hours a semester, a year for the fall and the spring semester. It does not cover the summer semester. It only covers the fall and the spring semester. So it covers 15 credit hours, which is a full-time student for college during the fall and spring semester. You do have to be on active drill status. The Indiana National Guard, you drill 1 week in a month, 2 weeks in the summer, which we call AT. That is what you drill. So as long as you are at drill and on time, you actually qualify for this. You do have to apply for the Federal Tuition Assistance. The Federal Tuition Assistance is a $4,500 grant that is offered to every branch and any service. However, the National Guard Supplement Grant, which pays 100% tuition to the state schools, is only offered by the Indiana National Guard. So it is very much subjected to only the Indiana Army National Guard. This is one of our huge benefits that we have over the other branches. This right here actually shows you how to apply for it. You apply through goarmyed.com, and then you can fill out the application there, send it to the people down here, which we have all of our contacts listed here at the bottom in these blue headers, the hyperlinks down here. You can send it to them, and what they do is they'll file everything for you. So this is a little bit, like I said, for the NGSG, the National Guard Supplement Grant, eligibility requirements and instructions of how to fill it out. The next site I want to go to is nationalguard.com/IN for Indiana. So this one is the National Guard main website. However, this portion is for Indiana alone. On this site, again, we have a lot of information that you can actually look into. You can read information about what is going on. It talks about a $20,000 bonus for new enlistments if you choose one of our top 15 jobs. It explains what these top 15 jobs. We have 11 Bravo infantrymen, 13 Bravo cannon crew member, 31 Bravo military police, 88 Mike motor transportation operator. So a lot of different jobs are offering a $20,000 bonus. 15 Quebec air traffic control operator. So there is a lot of stuff on here that you can actually look into. We also have a little bit on education and tuition and what it costs right now to go to school, which we're going to jump into that here in a little bit. Moving down, you can choose different things, career crafts. You can find some of our top jobs right here. You can go and see videos. You can get started. You can type in your information, and this will be sent to your local recruiter so that you can be reached by a recruiter to kind of go over your options. You can take an ASVAB practice test. And down here at the bottom is really what I wanted to hit, the education. So there's two things I want to hit here. One is the split training ops. The split training ops is for our juniors in high school. These people you guys as juniors will go to basic training after your junior year over the summer between your junior and senior year. You will then come back from basic training and go back to school for your senior year. After your senior year and after you graduate, you will then attend AIT, which is your advanced individual training or your job training. So that's what our split training option is for our juniors, our 17-year-old juniors who are in high school that have joined the Indiana National Guard. So I just wanted to hit that up real quick so you can join as a 17-year-old in high school, as long as you have your parental permission. Next thing I want to hit is the simultaneous membership program. The simultaneous membership program is for our college students who have joined the Indiana National Guard and also want to do ROTC. ROTC, or the Reserve Officer Training Course, is what trains our officers for the United States. What I want to hit with that is Indiana National Guard Supplement Grant covers 100% tuition. However, we do not cover room and board or book fees. The ROTC program at many of our universities will cover tuition or room and board. With a simultaneous membership program, if we're covering the tuition, let the ROTC program cover the room and board and the book fees. You could go to school for free. That's what I wanted to make sure you're understanding. So if we're covering the tuition in the Indiana National Guard with the National Guard Supplement Grant, and you decide to do ROTC, which is part of the simultaneous membership program, you can get room and board covered as well as book fees. So that's a huge benefit for our soldiers in the Indiana Army National Guard. So going over that, like I said, you can check that out as well on nationalguard.com/IN, and then hit education at the bottom. It gives you pretty much a little bit more information at the bottom. You can kind of check on different things, SATs, ACT preps, parental FAQs. So if parents have questions, you can go there and read up more on this. Next thing I want to do is on Google, top secret website right here, Google. We're just going to type in Indiana State University tuition. Alright, what I found out from being a college student myself and when I was in high school is I didn't know nothing about tuition or paying for college. I just knew you went to college, you paid, you got a degree. Kind of like this thing right here, my bachelor's degree. I have a bachelor's in criminal justice from St. Xavier University. I have a minor in forensic anthropology and photography. So I've been there, done that. I did not join the National Guard when I first got out of high school. I went to college first. I got out of college. I was $44,000 in debt from student loans. I was paying anywhere between $100 and $150 for per loan, and I had 6 loans. So I was paying out quite a bit of money. Just getting out of college, I had no experience other than my lovely diploma right there, and it took me a while to actually land a job. So those bills started pretty much as soon as I got out of college, and I had to figure out what I needed to do to pay those. So when I went to one of my job interviews, I was actually talked to by Sergeant Edwards, who is a great friend of mine and recruiter up here. He was not a recruiter then. However, he brought me in on the Indiana National Guard and the student loan repayment, which is what I used to pay off my student loans. So, talking about student loans, talking about tuition just in general. Indiana State University, $9,090 for tuition. That's per year. Times that by 4, you're looking at quite a bit of money. Indiana University in Bloomington, $10,681. Ball State University, $9,896 per year. And it goes up every year with inflation. So those prices is what the National Guard Supplement Grant and the Federal Tuition Assistance pays. So you do not have to pay. So the National Guard, for serving 6 years, 1 week in a month, 2 weeks out of the year, will pay your student tuition to these universities that we named. Huge deal. Huge. I wish I would have known this in college, or I'm sorry, in high school before I went to college. I probably would have made a few wiser decisions. So let's just talk. Let's just add this up real quick. Calculator. Boom. Here it is. There it is. 10,000, which is Indiana University Bloomington. 681 times 4. You're looking at $42,724. The National Guard is giving you and paying for your tuition, which is paying for your degree. And if you do the simultaneous membership program with ROTC, they're also going to pay room and board and book fees, which room and board costs about as much as tuition costs per year. So you're looking at $84,000 just to go to Indiana University Bloomington. That's just one of the huge benefits, like I said, that Indiana National Guard has. This is the Indiana National Guard Supplement Grant is one of our biggest education benefits, and it's only offered in the Indiana Army National Guard. It's not offered in the active Army, it's not offered in the Marines, not in the Air Force, not in the Navy, not in the Coast Guard. Only the Indiana National Guard offers the Indiana National Guard Supplement Grant. So that's just a huge benefit that our soldiers get. If that's something that you would like to hear more about, please contact me. Like I said, you can contact me in any one of these lovely sites right here. You can go to sergeantmichaelcole.com. I'm sorry, at Facebook. You can go to Sergeant Michael Cole on YouTube. You can follow me on Michael Cole 604 on Instagram. You can message me. You can learn more about the $20,000 sign-on bonus. You can learn a little bit more about the Indiana Army National Guard, different jobs we have. I will talk to you pretty much about anything you want to talk about. If you just have questions about college, you can get a hold of me for that as well. Other than that, follow me. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, which is over here. Hit that like button, which is over here. Yeah, I'm doing better at this. Comment if you guys want to hear anything else about the Indiana National Guard. I plan on trying to produce a few more videos. Follow other videos on YouTube. I got quite a few different job videos. I'm going to try to get a few more of those out. And then tune in on Tuesday, May 5th at 1 p.m. Eastern Central Time to get your questions answered by myself, as well as Staff Sergeant Jackson, Staff Sergeant Dobson, and Sergeant Bob. Other than that, this has been Michael Cole from the Indiana National Guard. Thank you guys for joining me.